blocked behind the plate by McKinley. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner at first. And foul ball on the bunt attempt. That was an attempt to get the bunt laid down and steal second base. It goes foul. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner in the form of Davis over at first. And Smith on deck. That one's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I like the way Benny's calling it today. It's very easy to see his fingers from here. 2 balls,
helps.
2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck her out.
Yeah.
Sat her down, called strike. It was off speed, and I don't think she expected it to stay in the zone, and it did. And that will bring up Smith now with 1 out, courtesy of the strikeout. And Davis still down at first base. Called strike, inside corner, good pitch. Fisher kind of settling in. Green is on deck. Osborne would be in the hole if they get that far. And that is a foul ball. Grounded down the first baseline. Slow roller. Goes foul. And very quickly it's 0-2. So pitchers count here with a runner at first. 1 out. 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Struck her out. What a pitch. And that will bring Green to the plate. With 2 outs now after the leadoff single, 2 strikeouts, and that's a pitch in the dirt. It will get back to the backstop. And Davis advances to second on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's a fly ball, shallow center field. Pope will go over and get it. Nice play by her. That looked like it was going to be shallow enough maybe to fall. Pope ran underneath it, made it look easy. And that will retire the side. The leadoff batter gets on board, but she's stranded down at second base after 2 strikeouts and the pop out. And the Bears lead it. The Bears due up for their first attempt in the bottom of the first. We'll have that in 30 seconds right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on a LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you. Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time.
And then had that hit. If you were watching when we were in Snake River, she had what could have, should have been a grand slam. Just missed going over the, well, it was foul. It went way over the fence. It was just foul. And she will be in the leadoff spot. She's got a lot of speed. And hopes to get on base. And then Pope and Romrell and Humphreys will be in their typical spots right after she leads off. So here we go. Ellie Romrell, very athletic. She's a pitcher. She pitched the game, the 12-0 shutout against Marsh Valley in our last broadcast, and she's the leadoff hitter right here. And she's going to foul that one off down to the third base coach, Pope, who makes a great stop. Quinn Pope, the head coach, coaching third base down there. Showed good form, getting down in front of that one.
Yep.
0-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's now 1 ball, 1 strike as that one is out of the zone. Davis, who led the game off for the Cardinals with that single to center, is the pitcher. It's a 1-1 count to the leadoff hitter, Romrell. 2 balls now and a strike. That first one was a good pitch down the pipe. Romrell fouled it off, and these last 2 have been up and out of the zone. So it's 2 balls and a strike, nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning in a 0-0 ball game. And that one's still up and away. Don't want to give the leadoff batter a walk. And Romrell's got some speed there, so you definitely don't want to give her a chance on the base pass with some great hitting coming up after her. And that one's a called strike to even the count. So 3-2, here's the payoff pitch to the leadoff batter, Ellie Romrell. Here's the 3-2, and it's going to be a foul ball. We'll do it again. That's a good pitch right there. It's a pitcher's pitch, and Romrell did a good job just getting enough of it. That was close enough to the zone she had to offer, but high enough that it was nothing she could do with it. She fouls it off, and we'll do it again. 3-2 with nobody out, nobody on, bottom of the first inning. Struck her out, called strike. So after 3 straight pitches that were out of the zone, she comes back and fights to get the strikeout. And Brooklyn Pope, the center fielder, who recorded the final out of the inning by catching that fly ball, will be the hitter with nobody on. Here's the pitch. And she's going to hit that one, pop fly, foul ball, out of play, over the fence for strike 1. Davis done a good job in these first 2 batters of getting a first pitch strike. It's always nice to be pitching ahead in the count instead of behind in the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 1 out and nobody on to Pope. Same thing as she did with Romrell. Second pitch is up and out of the zone for a ball. Pope steps back in. Davis ready to pitch. And that's going to be a line drive.
Hit.
That's going to be stopped to keep her to a single. Nice play there by the right fielder, Dilworth. But that was a great hit by Pope. The line drive single to right field. And that brings Cambria Romrell. And the last couple days, last few games, the ball has to look like a beach ball to her because she is just crushing everything. And she takes a called strike, the fake bunt attempt, so Pope can steal, and she was there easy. Great stolen base there by Brooklyn Pope. Here is the 0-1 now, and it's 1-1 as that one's up and out of the zone. That's been the pattern to the first 3 batters now. She throws the first one for a strike. The next one she throws up and out of the zone. 1-1 is your count. Runner now in scoring position for Romrell, who's been absolutely crushing the ball these last couple games. Swing and a miss. That one would still be flying. Oh, they're saying that's strike 1, so the first pitch must have been called a ball. I thought he called inside corner. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. And that one's a foul. And now it's 2-2. So now the strike zone expands if you're the batter. It shrinks if you're the pitcher because you can just throw your pitch when you're up 2-2. And that one's going to be a foul ball, straight back and out of play. Off the net, into the far field. We'll do the 2-2 again with Pope, the runner, in scoring position. The senior runner, the senior hitter, facing Davis for the Cardinals. And that one
it's gone.
No doubt.
Over the fence.
That one nearly hit the second fence. Wow.
She's been working on that for a minute.
Straight away to center field. And the fences here in Bear Lake are a little bit short. People call it the Hillier fence because I'm the one that – when we redid the infield, I moved home plate a little bit further away from the dugout, the backstop, because it was too close to be regulation. And so I get teased because the fence is a little bit short. But that one would have been gone on any fence. That one almost cleared the second fence, which is beyond college distance. And that was a great hit by Romrell. The Bears lead it 2-0 now. Humphreys at the plate with the bases empty. Takes outside for ball one. So the no doubt home run for Cambria Romrell gives the Bears the lead in the bottom of the second. And still just the one out, but bases empty now is Humphreys, who's playing third base today. She hits a high pop fly to the infield, and she's out. She got out in front of that one. It was a off-speed pitch, and by the time they got there, she had already had the bat pretty much on her shoulder, and so it just ends up being a pop-up. And she pops out to the second baseman for out number 2. And this brings Lindsay Fisher to the plate. And she takes ball one. Fisher will be the pitcher today, another senior. A lot of seniors on this team. Mm-hmm. Good group. And Fisher takes that one in off the hands and fouls it off. So Davis handcuffs her for a foul ball and strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. 2 runs have already been knocked in by Romrell. And that one is low in the dirt. That's one that as a defense, you're glad there weren't any runners. Because that one bounced off home plate, off the catcher's glove, and, well, I think it maybe hit her chest protector and into the backstop. Fisher rips that one foul. If you keep that one fair, that's at least a double down the line, but she couldn't keep it fair. And it's now 2-2 count with 2 outs. So Davis has actually pitched a pretty good inning, just gave up really 2 pitches. One was the long single, the other one was that home run. So she really only had 2 bad pitches in the inning. But because of it, the Bears lead it 2-0 over the Soda Springs Cardinals. Former conference opponents for many, many years. Now Soda plays 3A, Bear Lake plays 4A, so just friendly rivalry. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. So a couple of strikeouts in the inning, a pop out, but then that long home run by Cambria Romrell. The Bears lead it 2-0. We'll be back with the top of the second inning right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Lisa just told me that all of our pregame show did not
Which was fabulous,
which
by the
did
way.
not stream. It was fabulous. It really was.
I was on time. Everything was working.
Lisa gave a great pregame.
I gave a great pregame myself.
And then when I joined her after throwing out, introducing Doug Stevens, who threw out the first pitch, we recapped his career and honored him. You didn't hear any of it.
I'm so sorry.
But it was perfect.
One of these days, I'm going to get it right, and then I'll probably ruin it all again.
Allie Osborne, the leadoff hitter for the Soda Springs Cardinals. They trail it 2-0 as they come up in the top of the second inning. The first pitch from Fisher is low, as you can see, for ball one. On your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. 2 runs on the USAV Phillips 66 run count, as that one's a called strike. Off the bat of Cambria Romrell. We keep changing what Phillips 66 is sponsoring. Maybe we ought to ask Coach.
I thought you said home runs and strikeouts.
And there is a foul ball. She swung late and was able to fight it off to get the foul ball. So Fisher did have a couple of strikeouts in that first inning. We'll say that. Those were Phillips 66 USAV strikeouts. USAV, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. Osborne, the batter. She'll be followed by Dilworth. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Fisher. And that will be a USAV Phillips 66 strikeout. The swing and the miss, she fooled her. And Phillips USAV, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. Dilworth, the right fielder, is now batting in the 6th spot. Just the 1 base runner for the Cardinals in the first inning. That was Davis, the leadoff hitter. And that's going to be a home run. First pitch swinging and the home run into right field. So Dilworth cuts the lead in half. Goes from 2-0 to 2-1, just like that, as Dilworth looked like she was kind of behind it on the swing, but she got all of it, and it is a home run. That brings up Ayers, the first baseman, will be the batter in a 2-1 ball game now. So each team have 2 base runners. 4 base runners. Each team has a home run. But the Bears had a base runner on when their home run was hit instead of the solo shot that was just hit by Dilworth. So the Bears lead it. And that's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 1 run in. Nobody on. 2-1. Top of the second inning. And that one's just up and out of the zone for a ball. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fisher to the number 7 hitter, Ayers. And that one's up and away, 3-1. So Fisher being a little bit more careful with her spots after giving that home run. And she walks her. And that will bring up the number 8 hitter, Oliver, the center fielder. Left fielder, Oliver, with a runner at first and 1 out. Already 1 run has plated on that Dilworth home run. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt. It's caught by Humphreys. Oh, no, they say she dropped it. She was not able to catch it, so the runner is safe at first. So now runners at first and second. And that was going to almost a double play. Humphrey still got up, threw it over, but not in time to get the out. And that I don't want to really give Humphreys an error there because she made a diving attempt to get that ball and just could not bring it in. Would have been an amazing play, would have been a double play, would have ended the inning. And the pitch to Ashley Now the batter is high for ball one. So runners at first and second, swing and a miss. With only one out, the home run in, a walk and a bunt single is how the runners have reached base. And that one's up for ball two. All three pitches have been exactly the same. She just swung at the one in the middle. They've been all the same pitch. Let's see what she does with this one. And that one is a pop fly back out of play. Foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Oliver at first, Ayers at second. And just the 1 out after the home run by Dilworth got the inning started. There's a strikeout. The Phillips 66 U-Save strikeout records out number 2 of the inning. But this brings up Davis. Davis hit a hard line drive to center field for a leadoff single to start the game. She's pitching today, and she has a chance to do herself a favor as the batter. She can drive in a couple runs with runners at first and second with 2 out. Here's the pitch, and it's going to do just that. It's going to get into right field. Michael comes up, and they will throw home, but Humphreys is going to get her out.
Yep. Great throw. Wow.
Nice throw by Maddie Michael, and that should have been either – the runner, Ayers, kind of hesitated going around third, and what should have been at least a bases loaded situation, Maddie Michael with the incredible throw, and Humphreys makes the tag, and the Bears get out of the inning. The inning-ending throw out from right field by Maddie Michael. Bears will come up with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the second after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
Top of the second inning was good for the Cardinals as they got a home run to get on the board and cut into the Bear Lake lead. But the Bears able to erase the threat after Davis hit a single that should have at the very least loaded the bases. Maddie Michael makes a great throw from the outfield to get the out at home plate. And now Michael will be the batter to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Bears scored their 2 runs on a Romerell home run in the first. This is their first opportunity here in the second with Michael at the plate. Hard ground ball into left field, and it's going to get past the left fielder. Michael's going to go
maybe 3.
Head to third, and she's going to be there easy, and she's going to score.
Infield home run.
Inside the park home run. I'm going to
to
score it a double and an error is the way it should have been, because even if she comes up with that cleanly, Michael's got the speed. She's probably to second, but the hard ground ball makes it all the way to the fence, and Michael scores. And the score is 3-1. Strike one in there to Callie Beard, the number 7 hitter playing first base today. One ball, one strike, as that one just misses outside. Beard has hit the ball hard every game we've been to this year. She's really been able to see the ball well, hit the ball hard. She's had some bad luck hitting it right at people, but she's swinging hard. She gets that one, takes that one inside for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitchers count here. After the leadoff, inside the park home run, but it was technically a double and an error, but she touched off 4 bases by Michael. That one's fouled back. Staying alive, Beard. Up there. You fight off the pitches that you don't like when you get down with 2 strikes and wait for a pitch you can hit. That's what Beard did with that one. Here's the 2-2. And that's a ground ball, foul ball. Nice backhand stop by Coach Pope. No fielding errors on him today. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Beard is going to foul that one off. Good at bat for Beard so far. Even if she ends up sitting down, she's fouling enough off, seeing enough pitches, making Davis work. Just the second inning, Davis has already thrown 30 pitches here. Missed outside with that one. Good eye by Beard. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You see 5 or 6 pitches at an at-bat, and it's a quality at-bat regardless of the end result. And that's going to be a quality at-bat anyway. She's going to line drive it into center field for a single.
Good hit.
Nice hit there by Callie Beard. After falling down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. She kept fouling off pitches till she found her pitch and ends up with a single into right center field. That's going to bring up Bentley Price, the senior second baseman, who makes defense look easy this year. She is so fundamentally sound so far on the season. It's been fun to watch, and she takes up high for ball 1. Hitting in the 8th spot here. Then McKinley Humphreys, the freshman catcher, will be the number 9 hitter for the Bears. With a runner at first and nobody out, Price fouls that one off. This is a situation that Price sometimes squares and bunts because she's got the speed to get herself on. But Coach Pope having her swinging away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on. Runner Callie Beard after her single down there at first. Already 1 run across the plate in the inning. Price takes that one down low for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike to Bentley. And here she is for the 1-2 pitch. Swing, foul ball again. So 2-2, same as with Beard, a 2-2 count. Maddie Michael only saw the 1 pitch because she line drive that one hard into left field, and it rolled to the fence. The second 2 batters have fouled a bunch off. We got a 2-2 count here to Price after Beard eventually got herself a single. Price is going to take that one low and in. So it's a full count. Payoff pitch coming with nobody out and a runner at first here in the bottom of the second. Bears lead it on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital by a score of 3-1. And Price is going to hit a gap shot. That's going to get to the fence. Beard's going to head to third. And Price is in with a double. Nice hit there. Line drive double makes it to the fence in right center. And runners at second and third for the freshman Humphreys as she comes to the plate for her first time. I want to say this is the first time we've seen her at the plate in a varsity game, or did she hit once in Snake River?
I think she hit in either Snake River or Marsh. Ooh.
Takes that one up and in for ball 1.
She has been at the plate once. I just can't remember where.
Couple freshmen getting some playing time this year. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that was a good-looking swing.
Yeah,
wow.
That was a good swing.
She wanted to get herself her first varsity home run with that swing. Big sister popped out in her first at bat. This is pride right here. If she can get on, she's got bragging rights. Ball 1 in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. No, 2 balls. Sorry, 2 balls. 1 strike. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. If she finds some grass, probably 2-run score here. And that's in the dirt. 3 balls. He's got his 3-0. I thought I had a strike.
There are 4 pitches, and she swung once, so
So here's the 3-1 pitch. And now it's a strike. Now 3-2. Okay, he does have 2 fingers up this time, so I must have just missed it the first time. So payoff pitch. 2 runners on, 3-2 count to Humphreys. Swing and a miss. She wanted it all. And she sits down. We'll call that a Phillips 66 U-Save strikeout. U-Save, Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full. And that brings up Ellie Romrell, another
Freshman.
freshman, and
Oh,
she's
she
going to
hit
hit
it right the same spot.
It's going to go to the fence, and she's going to go at least a third with her speed, and she is going to be stopped at third. Romrell with a triple. A hard ground ball gets to the fence, and 2 runs score. That looked identical to Michael's pitch. Michael just got a little bit better. The ball was a little bit closer, I think, to the outfielder because Michael had a little bit more time, and coach made a good decision to stop Romrell. It would have been a close play at the plate possibly, but you don't risk it there. You give her the RBI triple. 2 runs scored. That's 3 runs in the inning, and the Bears lead it by a score of 5-1 with Brooklyn Pope at the plate, still only 1 out. And the speedster, the freshman Romrell, this Bear Lake team has a ton of speed.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely a ton of speed.
A lot of, what is the word? Softball IQ. Is that
Yes.
the word I want to use?
Very good. High softball IQ as base runners.
Yeah.
Agreed. They run the bases with aggression, and they make smart decisions as they run the bases. And some of them that aren't necessarily as fast as they make themselves look just because they make good choices. So here's Pope, one of those good base runners, and she is going to hit a ground ball to first. She's out, but Romrell scores. So the ground ball out at first does play to run as Downs goes to Ayers, gets the sure out. Romrell scores, and it's 6-1. And let's see if Cambria Romrell can keep one in the park this time. She is 1 for 1 with a towering home run.
We don't want her to keep it in the park.
And that's a called strike on the outside corner. Obviously, I don't. I'd love to see her go 5 for 5 on the day and all of them be home runs. And she is capable. She's swinging the bat so well right now. Won herself a state championship in basketball. She was one of the seniors on that team. And she's looking to, and she's right now offensively probably the leader. There's a lot of good hitters on this Bear Lake team, but Romrell is probably the leader right now. She fouls that one off. She's just swinging the bat so well. This is a solid Bear Lake lineup. There's not holes. Callie Beard, who hits in this, just to give you an idea, who hits in the 7 or 8 spot usually, has got one of the highest batting averages on the entire team. She's just hitting the ball so well. And Romrell takes that one inside. 2-2. And you saw what Price, the number 9 hitter, usually the number 9, she's in the 8 spot today. You saw what she's did and foul ball right there. That was probably high for ball 3, but Romrell protecting the plate, foul stop. Yeah, Price usually hits in the 9 spot, and today she moved up to the 8 spot with Crockett gone and hits a double. This team, every one of them on the team has got a good bat, and that's a full count now. That one's high and away. 3-2. So Romrell, after falling down 1 ball, 2 strikes, has worked the count and has a chance to do some damage here with a 3-2 pitch. Knocker walk right here, and it'll be the walk. So she's still 1 for 1 on the day with a home run because she gets walked. Good at bat. And Humphreys, who popped out back in the first inning, will be the batter. The junior playing third base today. Takes high for ball 1. She swings the bat so well. She was kind of the star of the state championship game in basketball. She came out there and hit 4 3-pointers and went a long way into getting the Bears that win. She takes low for ball 2. Romrell. Oh, thrown out at second. She got caught in no man's land.
Darn.
And they throw her out. So that will end the second inning, but the Bears do score 4. Michael with the big hit, and Price with the big hit, and Romrell with the big hit. Bears score 4, and we're up 6-1. We'll be back with the top of the third. Let's see what Soda Springs can do to get back in it right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
In the top of the third is Hadley Downs. She struck out in her plate appearance in the first inning. Let's thank some of our other sponsors. Gunderson's Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts. That's Napa know-how.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, a drugstore, and a great deal more.
And Simplot, committed to the safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit Simplot.com.
Our mentioned sponsors today, Gary H. Tusher, CPA. Go get your taxes done. We've got a couple more weeks. Lenhart Distributing, Flying S Title, Southeast Idaho Steel, Mountain Valley Dental, that's Dr. Hammond, Samson's Island Grill, and Fast and Friendly Car Wash.
And a fake bunt pullback, but a called strike is the first pitch to Downs. Fisher has pitched 2 good innings so far, just giving up the home run on just one bad pitch. Davis has done the damage for the Cardinals, as she has 2 for 2, but has nothing to show for it as the batter, because Dilworth, and that's on outside for ball 2, so 2 balls and a strike. The Dilworth has the home run, the only run for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Davis is 2 for 2, but the first time there was nobody on, and she was, as a slow roller, Humphreys up to first in time, got her. Nice play there by the freshman catcher to get that one and get it down to first base in time. So 0 for 2 is Downs. This brings up Smith. She is the catcher today, and she struck out back in the first inning. So after Davis got on in that first inning, 2 straight strikeouts after her, and she ended up being stranded at second after advancing on a wild pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Called strike, 1-1. To Piper Smith. And Fisher would love another one of those you save strikeouts right here. She throws that one low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Fisher, the senior pitcher, throwing well so far this year. Misses outside with that one. So ball 3, she's behind in the count to Smith. 3 balls and a strike. See how aggressive Smith is with the 3-ball count, and threw it past her. That was one of those, oh, that's going to be a strike. I better offer at it, and she was too late. Nice pitch there by Fisher to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Make it 2. There's a U-save, Phillips 66 strikeout. U-save, Phillips 66. Live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. Fisher climbed the ladder with that one, and Smith couldn't catch up to it and struck out for the second time on the game. This brings up McCarty Green, the third baseman for the Cardinals. In her one at-bat, she had the pop fly to center field to end the first inning. And that was that good play by Pope. It looked like it might fall in for a base hit, and maybe should have scored a run with 2 outs and a runner at second when it happened. And Pope recorded the out and ended the inning. And that is going to be a foul ball. And
good catch and probably painful.
That
slightly.
young man that just got up and is shaking his hand on that foul ball saved what I'm going to guess is his mother out there. And that one hurt. You don't try to fill it without a glove on.
The folks at home didn't see that, but it was, it was a good save for sure.
So here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high. That's the 1-1 pitch now. Oh no, he changed it. He just changed it. He had 1-1 and then he just changed it to 2-1. That's what we both had. Ground ball and through the hole into center field. Romrell just about got over there in time, but couldn't get it. And Pope gets it in to keep it to a single. So the ground ball ends in a single. And with 2 outs, that will bring Osborne, to the plate. Osborne struck out in her 1 plate appearance back to lead off the second inning. Swing and a miss. Right there for strike 1. So Green the runner at first, 2 outs. 6-1 is your score. The Bears lead it here in the top of the third inning. Called strike and a throw down to first, not in time. But an 0-2 count, so pitchers count right here. If she can get the out, it'll retire the side, and they'll strand another Soda Springs batter. They've stranded 3 already in this game. Struck her out. There's you save. Phillips 66 strikeout. Live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. And it's Lindsay Fisher's pleasure to end the inning with a strikeout. Got her looking. And the Bears lead at 6-1, headed to the bottom of the third right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both pre-operative and post-operative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Abby Humphreys, who was at the plate when Romrell got caught stealing to end the second, will be the leadoff batter here in the third. Her lone plate appearance, she popped out to the second baseman. Let's see what she can do here. First pitch, she takes in the dirt, ball 1. She'd love to get the Bears started off and give a little bit of cushion to this lead. It's a 5-run lead, 6-1. The lone run for the Cardinals coming on the Dilworth home run. The Bears have a home run from Romrell and a couple of, a bunch of just base hits and good base running for the other 5 runs. That one was inside for ball 2, so 2-0 now to Humphreys. Here's the 2-0, and that's a line drive down the left field line. It's fair to the fence. Humphreys will stop at. No, she went.
Oh! She's safe. She's under it.
She went for it. I thought she was going to stop at second for the double. She said, "No, I'm going."
How
And
about
the
coach is over there
triple.
like, "Ooh."
The triple down the line. You don't get a lot of triples down the left field line.
It was a beautiful hit.
Usually to get if it's down the left field line, it's a double because it's the closest throw they have.
And that's why you slide, because she would have been out had she not slid. She was underneath the tag.
And then
Wow, great catch.
nice catch by the
second
second baseman. Yeah. Downs makes the nice catch on the first pitch swinging. I guess we call that a pop fly because it really wasn't a line drive, but it really didn't get very high. And just a great play there by Downs right behind the bag. If she doesn't make that catch, Pope would have been safe and a run would have scored. Romrell fouls that one straight back, and it hits the backstop out of play. So Romrell's 1 for 1 in the game. And
Ouch.
I've got the wrong people here. That was Fisher, not Pope. And that was Michael that just got hit by the pitch.
Ouch.
So I know what I'm saying here. Is Michael now at first, Humphreys at third, Beard, the batter. She had a hard hit ball in her first plate appearance, and she's going to ground the ball into left field, and Michael will stop at third.
She rounds it like, I'm going, but she listens well.
Yes,
I'll give her that.
Yes, she does. As Beard with the hard ground ball single to left field, a run scores. Michael advances to third. And so runners at first and third still. And Bentley Price, who's got a double already in this game, at the plate. And fouls that one off of herself. First and third is the time sometimes you try to steal. But the Bears were just playing the hit right there, not worrying about getting the base runner Beard a head start. And that one is a ball. It goes off the top of the glove, and Beard was going on that one. And because of the catcher dropping the pitch, it was high. Beard reaches easily. So now two runners in scoring position for Price. Beard at second, Michael at third. And Price swung one out of the zone. Swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just a little high, but I would have swung at that too.
She wanted that one.
Sometimes us shorter people think we're taller than we are.
Are you calling her short?
Yes.
She is. Ball 2. She won't even argue with you.
But she's a giant of a human.
Yeah, Bentley's
spirit-wise, you know. She's just like
wonderful young lady.
Got a lot of spunk in that girl.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's a pop fly into right field. If it's fair, it's foul. That would have scored too because that was a long way for the right fielder to run. But it's a foul ball. And I forgot to mention earlier, Dilworth and Oliver swapped places. Oliver now in right, Dilworth in left. And that one's the same pitch, a little bit further foul this time. That was a little bit more obviously foul. So it's still 2-2 with 1 out. Price seeing it well, just can't keep it fair right now. As Beard at second, Michael at third, 1 out. And that's a ball in the dirt. She's worked the count full.
She does that a lot, actually.
She does. She has a lot of long at-bats. And here's the payoff pitch coming, 3-2 with 2 runners on and only 1 out. And a foul ball will do it again.
Ouch. That came up and pegged her again.
Trying to figure out where it hit her. She's not grabbing anywhere.
It looked like it hit her in the head, but I don't know.
So
I don't know where it hit.
Last game we had a theme of Bentley in the broken bat, then Bentley in the borrowed bat. Bentley in the new bat, I think. I think she said she was going to go buy a new one. So we'll see what Bentley can do with this new bat. Foul it off again, out of play. Yeah, she was very frustrated that her bat snapped, and it didn't. She said it didn't break in the normal spot. That was in Snake River, I believe.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a broken bat in softball. Never.
And it didn't break. Usually when they do break these softball bats, they're 3-piece bats. Oh, she swung and missed on an inside pitch. That'll strike her out. The U-Save Phillips 66 strikeout. She said it didn't break there where you would expect it to. It actually broke right in the middle of the handle.
That's so weird.
I have seen a bat break in warm-ups, and it broke right at the joint where the 3 pieces come together. But this one broke right at the handle. Humphreys, who struck out at her first at-bat, takes inside for ball 1. 2 outs now. Humphreys has a chance to break this game wide open. Bears have scored 1 run in the inning. They'd like to score a couple more here if Humphreys can get a hold of one. Michael at third, Beard at second, and 2 balls now and a strike.
2-0.
2-0 is your count. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the third. Bears have scored 1. They'd like a couple more right here. Ooh, called strike outside corner. He's been consistent. He's called that one a strike all day long. For both teams, that's been a strike.
I like umpires that are willing to call the corner.
And you don't care if you don't feel like it was a strike as long as it's a strike for both teams. And it's been – Benny is one of my favorite umpires. There's a lot of really good ones, but he's, over the years, been one of my favorites. Does a good job. 2-2 after that foul ball from Humphreys. This is McKinley Humphreys, the freshman. 3-2 as that one was up and away. So here we go, full count again. This one, you can be a little bit more aggressive as a runner because there's 2 outs in a 3-2 count. So you know something's going to happen right here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Walked her.
Bases loaded. And
Brielle Romrell, who has hit the ball well in this game today. She is 0 for 1. She had a strikeout, but she had a triple on a hard ground ball to left field. If she does that again, this game will be broken wide open. And she did it.
She did it.
It's going to be played on 1 hop, so only 2 runs will score, as it's going to be a single. But she had the line drive single to left field. Dilworth played it about as perfectly as she could.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, 2 runs do score, as Romrell has now got a couple of RBIs in the game. Well, a couple runs scored on her last one, too. So this brings Pope to the plate. Pope has had some bad luck today as the batter, as that ball is nice stop back there by Smith. It was in the dirt for ball 1. Pope has singled and then grounded out. So she is 1 for 1. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gave that line drive out earlier credit. It was not her at the plate, even though I tried to make it her. She fouls that one off, so 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs now. A lot of speed on the bases, but 2 freshmen as the runners. Humphreys at second and Romrell at first. Swing and a miss. And it was a low ball in the dirt. Would have been ball 2. Both runners advance on the pass ball. So now 2 runners in scoring position. So Pope can really do some damage here. Like the Bears would love to score a couple more. And that's a slow ground ball. And it's going to be in time. That'll end the inning. And the out at first. Thought for a minute there Pope was going to run it out, and if she would have beat it out, it would have scored a run. But nonetheless, the Bears get 3. They'd lead it 9-1. And we'll be back with the top of the 4th right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep.
Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
Bears lead it by scoring a 9-1 after 3 innings. And they had a chance to really break it open there. They did get a couple, but left 2 stranded with runners at second and third on that ground ball out to end the inning. It brings Dilworth, the left fielder. She started the game in right field, moved over to left field. She made a good play that probably saved a run in that last inning in left field. She is now the batter. She is the only reason they've scored in the game. She hit a home run to right field in her first at bat. The only run that has crossed the plate for the Soda Springs in the first 3 innings. They've left a few base runners on, but really haven't done much against the senior pitcher, Lindsey Fisher. And Dilworth stands in again. Here's the pitch, and it's behind her for ball 1. Those are the ones you love in Little League when they start hollering good eye. And you just want to say, of course it was a good eye. If I wouldn't have moved, it would have hit me.
Yeah, yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. And that one's just a little bloop pop fly. That's just
One of those that's hard to field, actually.
Yeah. Romrell at shortstop went back for it. And it was too high and too fast for her to get to it. But it wasn't fast enough to be really called a line drive or high enough to be called a fly ball. Just kind of a little bloop single. So 2 for 2 on the day is Dilworth. Called strike to Ayers. And back after the home run, she walked in her first plate appearance. And she was the one, and then she's going to ground ball out at first to second, not in time for the double play, but almost got another double play. Nice job there by Beard to record the sure out and get it over to second almost in time to get a double play there. So now 1 out and a runner at second is Dilworth. Nice pitch there to Oliver for the called strike. She had the little bunt that was almost caught for the double play in her first plate appearance and ended up turning into a little single called strike. So 0-2 very quickly. And Humphreys almost made a spectacular diving catch on the bunt. Instead, it just turned into a little infield single. As by the time everybody got up out of the dirt, there was no way to throw anybody out. Struck her out. 3 straight pitches. Swing and a miss. And there's another U-Save. Phillips 66 strikeout. U-Save. Phillips 66 live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. That brings up Ashley. Bobby Joe Ashley, the batter. And she struck out in her first plate appearance. She hits a pop fly back behind the plate, out of play for strike 1. So Dilworth, who's 2 for 2 today, she's got a home run and a single, is standing down at second with the batter Ashley, who's 0 for 1 at the plate. 2 complete trips through the batting order now. This is the number 9 hitter. And there is a out at first. Nice play by Price. Couldn't quite catch the pop fly, but off the ground, off the 1 hop, she gets the ball over to first in time for the out. That was a good play there by Price. That was harder than it looked to get that, and she does. And the Bears retire the Cardinals and lead at 9-1, headed to the bottom of the 4th, which we'll have right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
The Bear Lake Bears lead it by a score of 9-1 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Cambria Romrell, the shortstop today, will be the leadoff hitter for the Bear Lake Bears. And on the day, all she's done is hit a towering home run and walked. Not a bad day.
No.
In fact, that one almost cleared both fences here. I've seen a few of those clear both fences, but not a lot of girls get it over both at this park, and she almost did it in her first at-bat. She crushed that ball, and here she is for her third at-bat at the game. Well, third plate appearance, second at-bat, because walk doesn't count as an at-bat. See what she can do with it this time. And Davis throws low for ball one. Davis has pitched all 4 innings now, 3+ innings now, I should say, for the Cardinals. She's thrown 84 pitches, given up 9 runs. That one's high for ball 2. Romrell thought about that one.
I would have more than thought about it. I don't know. I like those high inside ones. They're just barely inside, so it was good from here.
It would have been inside corner, but it was a little high. And Romrell is going to take that pitch foul. That one might have been ball 3. It was a little inside.
Mm-hmm.
She fought it off her hands, fouled it off down the first baseline, which is not super easy to do for a right-hand batter on an inside pitch. And that was that same pitch that she let go for ball 2, and that's why she should have let it go there. Swing and a miss, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after going up 2-0, she's evened the count, 2-2. Davis looking to sit down Romrell. She misses ball 3. That's a good pitch, though. I like that pitch. It's a changeup up in the zone. Didn't miss by a lot. And that one would have been hard for Romrell to do anything with. Could have struck her out if she would have offered. Ooh, foul ball. We'll do it again. Just got enough of it to stay alive. So the 3-2 pitch coming again. Davis and Romrell battling out here to start the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bears lead at 9-1. Romrell started the scoring for the Bears, and she struck out that time. There's a U-save, Phillips 66 strikeout. Inside fastball got her swinging. And this will bring up Abby Humphreys. Humphreys on the day. She popped out, and then she tripled on the hard ground ball. The one we thought she was going to stop a second for the double, and she said, nope.
No, I'm going.
I'm going. And she eventually scored. That was back in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss there. That ball would still be flying if she would have got a hold of that. She wanted that one. Her sister has the exact same swing. You can tell when they swing the bat, they're sisters. That's up for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, Bears have scored at least 1 in every inning. In fact, they've scored multiple, at least 2 in every inning up to this point. And Humphreys trying to get on to start inning the bottom of the 4th after Romrell strikeout. She takes that one low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Strike zone just got real small if you're Abby. You look for your perfect pitch. If it's not there, you let it go. You got a pitch to work with. And that was a perfect pitcher's pitch because there's no way Humphreys is going to go after that one with a 3-1 count. It was on the outside corner. It evens the count, 3-2, second full count of the inning on just batter number 2. And that's a foul ball.
If that would have stayed fair, that was another right down left field line, third baseline.
That was EQ, error on Coach Quinn. He tried to make the kick save, and it went off his foot, EQ. He was 2 for 2 on both opportunities earlier in the game. So here's the 3-2 pitch again to Humphreys. Walked her. And she trots down to first base. And that will bring up Brooklyn Pope. She popped out, and she had a triple as well. Nope, that's the wrong batter. And Humphreys is going to steal second on ball one. This is Fisher, not Pope. I don't know why I keep saying Fisher.
I don't know.
And keep saying Pope. High pop fly to the second baseman. She's got it for the out. And that was sky high, but she hardly had to move her feet. That's out number 2. And she's 0 for 3 now in the game, Fisher. She's usually a pretty good hitter. She's struggled today. Maddie Michael, who's had a great day at the plate. She's doubled and then was hit by a pitch. Swings and misses at that one. But that double was an error by the left fielder, and Michael scored. She used her speed, and she's got a lot of it to score. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second is Humphreys. Here's the pitch, up and in for ball 1. Michael scored both times she's been to the plate. She has scored because after getting hit by the pitch, she came around to score in the last inning. Called strike, same pitch. That outside corner, and the Bears batters especially, but even Fisher's got a couple of them called out there. The Bears batters especially don't like that pitch, but Benning has called it a strike all day. So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. I love that lead from Humphrey. She takes an aggressive lead. She knows there's no way they're going to throw behind her and get her out. And if they try, she'll just be at third easily. Great lead by Humphreys. Here's the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. A Yusei Phillips 66 strikeout ends the inning. So the Bears do not score in the 4th. That's the first inning they haven't scored. And the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital and Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard still shows the Bears in the lead by a score of 9-1 over the Soda Springs Cardinals. We'll be back with the 5th inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Headed to the top of the 5th inning, the Soda Springs Cardinals trying to fight their way back into it. They've held the Bears scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. Here they come in the top of the 5th. Leadoff hitter, Ayana, A-I-Y-A-N-A Davis. The pitcher is the batter. She's 2 for 2. She's hit line drives on both of her at-bats. Singled to center and singled to right in her 2 plate appearances. So she's had a good day swinging the bat. And she is going to do it again. This time a single to left. Michael with a great play. And the leadoff hitter again. So 3 hard ground ball or line drive singles. That wasn't Michael. That's Romrell over there in right field. Left field. And we have a defensive substitution in right field is now Amanda Saxton. And a bunt attempt is a foul ball by Hadley Downs. She's playing second base. She is 0 for 2. She struck out and grounded out in her 2 plate appearances. So Davis has yet to be retired. As that one's low, ball 1. So Saxton playing left field now. Everybody else, I think, has stayed the same. No, that is not Brooklyn Pope in center field.
Oh, no, it is not.
That
it's
is Taylin DeClark.
Yeah.
The speed demon takes center field. That last pitch was also a ball. Another bunt attempt and another foul. So now it's 2-2. So she's probably not bunting this time, because if you bunt on third strike and it goes foul, you are out. So probably swinging away on a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got her. Struck her out looking. Fooled her. And that looked like a great pitch from here. I think it must have been the speed or the delivery. Something fooled her, because she just froze and she just stared at it. For out number 1. Piper Smith, the catcher, now the batter. She has struck out twice. So that Yusei Phillips 66 strikeout was the first out. And Fisher.
Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Error.
Oh, are they saying?
Are they saying foul?
So, it must have rolled foul. Oh, that was.
Wow.
Okay. So to describe, in case you couldn't see it, it was a pop fly back to the pitcher Fisher. She missed it, but it rolled foul. When she picked it up and threw it to second, it went into left field. So a run was probably going to score. And instead, it just went as a foul ball, and they're just swinging a miss. So that was a near disaster there for the Bears, and it turns out just to be a foul ball. Could have been out number 2, but then with the swing and the miss, it's 0-2. So a chance to get her out anyway. And that one's high for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch with 1 out. Ground ball, foul ball. And Quinn fields it cleanly this time, so he's 3 out of 4. Fielding balls. Stepped out of the dugout to catch and grab that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. And that's a ball. Nice stop there by Humphreys, the catcher, to keep that in front of her. That was high and away. If she lets that one go, Davis is down at second and in the scoring position. But instead, she's still down at first. Here's the 2-2. Just missed low. Loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Smith has struck out both at-bats before this one. Let's see what happens here on the payoff pitch. Knock or walk right here. And it'll be a base hit right up the middle. In fact, it hits the second base. DeClark
well played.
Up with it quickly to hold Davis to just 1 bag. So the single up the middle. And that brings McCarty Green, the third baseman, to the plate. She popped out and singled in her 2 plate appearances. And she's going to single right there, right up the middle. Davis is going to go to home. And here's the throw. Not in time, but they're going to get the out at no! We're going to get the out at third. And Humphreys doesn't come up with it cleanly, so it turns into just a hard ground ball that scores a run, and runners at second and third. So Smith.
Did they only score 1?
They just scored 1. They only had 2 on, and their runners are still at second and play, second and third. Swing and a miss And that looked like it was going to be an easy out at third. And then when Humphreys went, I think she started to make the tag before she caught the ball cleanly. And there's a ground ball that's going to be knocked down by Humphreys, but no out, and the run scores from third. So the error allows a run to score. Green did not advance. So runners at first and second, but it's now 9-3. Foul ball. This is Dilworth at the plate. She's got a home run and a single on the day. And she fouls that one off. That pitch looked like it fooled her. It was all just hands, just sticking the bat out there, trying to make some contact and stay alive, and she does. 0-2 with one out. All the damages come with just one out. Struck her out. Fooled her high. And the USAFE Phillips 66 strikeout is out number 2 of the inning. So now with 2 outs, Ayers comes to the plate. She is 0 for 1. She walked and then grounded out. And the changeup misses inside for a ball 1. That was a slow one, and Ayers stepped out. If she would have, it came down because it was high out of her hand. If it would have come down sooner in over the plate, it would have been a strike. But it's just inside as she fouls off the second one. That's why you don't give up on those changeups too early, because that could have been a strike. 1-1 with 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Bears lead at 9-3. And that is a ball. It gets to the backstop. It was a little inside. And both runners will advance on the pitch. So now a single scores at least 1, if not 2. Here's the 2-2, missed inside, full count. Fisher has thrown 80 pitches now through 4 2/3 innings. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And actually the 3-2 pitch, it's ball 4, so bases are loaded. Oliver, the right fielder, will be the batter with bases loaded. And she had a bunt and a strikeout. And the bunt was almost caught for a spectacular out. And a strikeout is what she's got going for her in the game. Fisher now has no place to put her. She's got a pitch at her. And it's going to be a 2-run single into left field. Actually, just a 1-run.
Yep. Great throw.
Saxton. I was sure that was going to go for 2 runs. And Saxton makes the aggressive throw. Osborne stays at third, so just 1 run scores. And that brings Ashley to the plate. And you really want to get her if you're the Bears, because the next batter is Davis, and she is 3 for 3 on the day, and that's a swing and a miss. If Davis comes to the plate, this is a whole new ball game. Strikeout and a ground out for Ashley. Strike 2. That one's a foul tip. 0-2 very quickly, a pitcher's count here for Fisher. She'd really like to get out of this jam with only giving up the 3 runs that have scored so far with the leadoff pitch. And she struck her out to end the inning. Swing and a miss. The USAFE Phillips 66 strikeout was big. Not a better place to put it. The Cardinals score 3, but they strand 3. And the Bears will come up in the bottom of the fifth inning, leading by 5, looking to get some insurance runs. And we'll have that right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Bears lead it by a score of 9-4, and I turned my microphone down to get a drink of water and turned it back up a little bit loud there. Now Lisa's deaf, so if you don't hear from her the rest of the game, it's because she can't.
But now I'm really deaf.
Bears lead at 9-4. Callie Beard, who's 2 for 2 on the day, she has got 2 singles in her 2 at-bats. Will be the leadoff hitter. 7, 8, and 9 due up, and she takes low and inside for ball 1. Beard, Price, and Humphreys are the batters for the Bears, trying to put some insurance runs on the board. They only lead it by 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Humphreys back up the middle to the pitcher, Davis. She knocks it down over to first in time for the out. So the ground ball right back to the pitcher. She fields her position well and records the out. Puts Beard in the dugout for the first time in the game. She was 2 for 2 before that. Price now the batter. She's got a double and a strikeout. And she takes the same exact pitch inside and low for ball 1 that Beard saw on her first pitch. Here comes Price. Davis to the plate. She's now thrown over 100 pitches in the game. Price is going to hit that one into the gap between first and second base and into left field. Right field. I know what I'm talking about. Into right field for a single. So Price is 2 out of 3 on the day, and that brings McKinley Humphreys to the plate, the freshman catching today. Swing and a miss. She struck out and walked in her 2 plate appearances. And here she is in the bottom of the 5th with runner at first. She's got a good swing. If she makes contact, that's going to sail. And that one's low and in the way, and Price is going to steal second easily. She was going on the pitch, and where the ball was low, and the catcher, Smith, didn't come up with it cleanly. Price was there easily with the stolen base. And now she's going to go to third. The pitch was high, and it escapes Smith, and Price advances on the passed ball. 2 balls and a strike now with a runner down at third. Even a ground out probably scores a run. And Humphreys is going to sail this one back and out of play. Foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Freshman McKinley Humphreys at the plate. Her sister, the junior Abby Humphreys, hopes to be able to get an at-bat this inning. We got a full count now, 3-2 with 1 out. Abby hitting number 3 spot. Number 4 spot in the lineup. McKinley, her younger sister, who's going to smack that one into center field. That'll score a run, And McKinley into first with a single. The hard ground ball right up the middle. Gets past Downs at second base. And it's 10-4 with the first hit of the game for Humphreys. And that brings up Brielle Romrell, who has crushed the ball a couple times today. She's struck out. Go, go, go. And Humphrey still second. Then the attempted throw goes into the outfield, and she'll advance to third. So the called strike, because Romrell was taken all the way to let Humphreys steal. Humphreys was in there easily in the throw, which was late anyway. Sells into left field, and she advances to third. Romrell hits a high foul ball.
I thought it was coming this direction for a minute. I have a really bad depth perception problem, apparently. Because I was like, oh, it's coming, it's not, it's going the other way.
That one's over in the baseball field. So 0-2. Humphreys down at third. Romrell looking to bring her in high, ball one. Yeah, the strikeout, then the triple and the single from Romrell in this game. She has just hit the ball really hard in 2 of her 3 at-bats, and she takes high for ball 2. So 2-2. Freshman, she could be fun to watch for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
These two, in fact, both of them, McKinley at third and Ellie. And McKinley, thought about going, good choice, is that ball hit the backstop and came right back to Smith. That was one of those that's the lucky bounce right there. 3-2 count now. So Romrell, after falling down 0-2, has fought back to Phil.
Scary.
It's that foam ball. And I'm going to guess somebody, the JV team is on the other field warming up, because that ball came out of nowhere. So it's still 3-2 with 1 out. Runner at third. Romrell the batter. Davis delivers. And that's a high fly ball. It is going to stay in play. But she'll be into third with a she's still going to make it into third with a triple. She stopped halfway. That one almost was out of here. She gets the triple. She's got a single, a home, and a single, and now a triple.
And a score, a run
and
score.
a run RBI on the play. And the batter now is Pope. And she fouls it back. So Pope re-enters. DeClark played center field for her, but Pope back in there. Fouls off the first 2. Let's see if she goes back out to center field, or if DeClark comes back out to center field, then Pope is out of the game, because she can only re-enter once. Although they may not have had to, you can substitute defensively pretty freely. We'll see. Swing and a miss. But it's a drop third strike. They get her at first, but that was the mistake because Romrell scores. So the swing and the miss. But we get a dropped third strike. She's out at first, but Romrell, and that ball is hit into right field and caught for out number 3. Romrell did score on the last play, but then her sister pops out on this play, and that ends the inning. But the Bears scored 3 and go up 12-4. We'll come back with the 6th right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
So we're back with the top of the 6th inning. Bears lead it by 8. A little bit different defense. DeClark is in center field. Pope, who came back into the game offensively, is in right field now. And Amanda Saxton, who was in right field last inning, is now in left field. I'm sorry. Yeah, in left field.
Yep.
Romrell is now the pitcher, Brielle Romrell. Everybody else, I believe, is the same. So the outfield moved around a little bit, and we have a new pitcher. And I think DeClark is going to hit for Fisher, if I had to guess.
Ooh, that's
wow.
a hit.
And that's going to get to the fence. That's a hard line drive that's going to go for a double. And that was a rocket.
Yeah, that was hard hit ball. Pope did a great job, though, fielding it quickly to keep her to a double.
So,
because that, what's the runner's name? Right?
Davis. She's 4
got
for 4.
a lot of speed.
She's the pitcher, and she's 4 for 4 on the day now after that. Just outside for ball 1. So that's why that strikeout to end the last inning was so important, because Davis has done that all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been a game-changing play right there, a swing and a miss by Downs, had that happened with the bases loaded last inning. So Downs has struck out, grounded out, and struck out. She's 0 for 3 on the day, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And she's going to ground it to Price over to first in time. Davis doesn't bounce to third, but the ground ball is out, number 1. And Price, so reliable down there at second base, making every ground ball so far she's seen kind of look routine. Ball 1 on the pitch to Smith. Smith on the day, she struck out, and singled in her 3 at-bats. A single right here would score a run as Davis is down at first base. She's going to foul that one back. Piper Smith, the catcher, 1 for 3. Looking for an RBI right here as the Cardinals need runners that are down by 8 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. And that one's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Ellie Romrell, just the freshman, but she throws hard. And it's a change of pace. She doesn't throw any faster than Fisher, but she delivers so much different. It's just like facing a completely different pitch. So 2 strikes now on the called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at third. And Piper Smith, the catcher, the batter. El Romrell is going to be high for ball 3. So we got a full count now. The wind has calmed down a little bit, and it's a decent afternoon. Cool, but not horrible. Struck her out, called strike. And there's a U-save. Phillips, 66, strikeout, U-save. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. So now 2 outs. The leadoff double is still standing at third base in the form of Davis, and 2 outs as McCarty Cream, the third baseman. She's 2 out of 3 on the day. She steps into the box to face Romrell. Takes a little high for ball 1. You can tell Humphreys and Romrell have worked together a lot. Both of them are freshman pitcher, freshman catcher, and they feel very comfortable together. Single on a ground ball twice to center field. Ooh, got her. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Humphreys doing a great job back there framing that ball.
And there is a pop fly. That's going to score a run because that's going to be a single. Clark up with it quickly into second. And the pop fly single scores the run. And all 4 of Green's hits have been right back up the middle. She's singled 3 times and popped out, and they've all 4 been to the center fielder. First pitch is called strike to Osborne. Osborne is 0 for 3, but she has reached on an error today. 2 strikeouts and then reached on an error. That's a foul ball. That's one of those that she got fooled by it and stuck her bat out there at the last second because she knew it was going to be a strike, and she fouls it off. 0-2 with 2 outs now. And that one's inside, and the pitch will get to the backstop, and Green will advance to second on the wild pitch. I don't think Soda Springs has a stolen base on the day. That's pretty impressive for the Bears defense to be able to say that. That one's outside. 2-2 count with 2 out. Runner at second. 1 run in the inning. Davis scored after hitting a leadoff double. And the inside pitch handcuffs her, so she fouls it off. That was a self-defense swing.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
It's going to be strike 3 if I don't swing. I better do something. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Struck her out. Drop third strike, but down to first in time. For out number 3. And the Bears retire the side. Only 1 run scores. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. See if the Bears can put it away right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Bears up by a score of 12-5. As the Soda Springs Cardinals did add 1 run on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare. You can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Inning ended on a U-save. Phillips 66 strikeout. U-save. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. And it is Abby Humphrey's pleasure to lead off this half inning. She popped out, got left at the plate as Romero got thrown out trying to steal, tripled, and walked. So in her 3 official plate appearances today, she is 1 out of 2 with a triple. Been on base twice because of the walk, which was her last at-bat. Took the called strike as Davis has now thrown 125 pitches through 5 innings. Humphreys would love to give the Bears some insurance right here. Takes that one low inside. Ball 1. Amanda Saxton will hit in the place of Lindsay Fisher. The lefty will come up second in the inning.
Ooh.
And she'll come up with a run. No, just foul. Just foul.
I don't know. Okay.
By the time it got to the fence, it was way out of play. So I'm gonna give Benny the benefit of the doubt there. It was hard to tell from here. It looked fair from as it went past third base from here.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody up there that has a much better angle didn't get upset,
Yeah.
so we won't. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes, as that one's high. That was right where she hit her triple, was that same spot. That would have been probably a ground rule double had it been fair, because I'm sure it would have gone out of play. And that one's high, pop fly. Is it going to get out of play? Nope, but it's going to be foul. And the third baseman couldn't get out to it. The left fielder couldn't get into it, so it just goes as a foul ball. Could have been a pop fly out. But instead, Humphreys will step back in the box with another 2-2 count. (3-2), full count. As that one was outside. So Humphreys still alive. Davis now at 130 pitches in the game. Here's the 3-2 with nobody out in the sixth. And that one's high. And out.
Wow, what a great catch. Darn.
Just in front of the fence, about 10 feet short of the fence.
That was a great catch.
The high fly ball is an out right to the right of us, not too far. I'm sure you couldn't see it on camera by then.
She was aiming for Jared.
She should have just aimed.
He was giving her a hard time before the game. And
I'm pretty sure Abby wouldn't know how to act if I didn't give her a hard time before the game. So Saxton replaces Fisher. She's never come up to bat yet.
In this game.
So DeClark will actually be the next batter. And the lefty sees 2 balls go by, 2 balls and no strikes. Ball 3. Maybe the having the left-hander up there is confusing her, because she has missed with her first 3. And she misses with 4 straight. So Saxton, who played left field last inning, gets the walk. DeClark, who was in right field last inning, steps in the plate. She has got a whole lot of speed. As soon as she touches the bat to the ball, she's on first. She's going to bunt and pull back before she actually made contact, but it's called strike. And bunting is a good strategy for her, because if she lays it down, she's at first. I don't know that too many people can throw her out. And that one's in the dirt, clear to the backstop. Saxton's the second, easy. As the 1-1 pitch, high. And it's 2 balls and a strike to DeClark. And Callie Beard, who has crushed the heck out of the ball, will be the next batter. She is 2 out of 3. DeClark fouls that one off just a little bit behind it. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Davis has a pitch to work with here. Saxton in scoring position at second. And that one's high, full count. So 2 batters in a row. No, 2 batters in the inning have gone full count. Saxton walked on 4 straight pitches. Here's the 3-2 pitch. DeClark fouls that one off. We'll do it again. Good battle going on right now between Davis and DeClark. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Bears lead it by a score of 12-5. Saxton, after the walk and the pass ball, is at second. DeClark fouls that one off. Same pitch, same place, same foul ball. This is a quality at bat for DeClark. She's making Davis earn this one. She's already seen 1 wild pitch that advanced Saxton. As she can see, get another ball here, we'd have 2 runners on. And she fouls off another one. Staying
battling.
alive.
Love it.
This is a battle. Davis throwing some pretty good pitches right here. That one to Clark, that was a hitter's pitch. She just barely was underneath it and fouled it straight back. If she is a little bit higher on that ball, that would have been a good base hit. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. And another foul ball. And the umpire's like, you felt like 7 over there. So Benny's ball hunting right now. Gets 2 of them back. Gives one to Davis. And we'll have a 3-2 pitch again coming up. Nice at bat from the junior speedster, Taylor Clark. Angel, if you're watching, good luck. Get well soon. Team misses you.
Oh, good hit. Beautiful hit.
Right up the middle. Ground ball is going to score a run, and DeClark is into second. That's one that everybody in the ballpark figures it's a single unless you know that it's Taylor DeClark running, and then you realize, no, that's an easy double.
Yeah. She's so fast.
All Beard has to do is bunt this, and DeClark probably scores from second on this play. As an RBI single up the middle for Taylor DeClark, and Callie Beard, who's 2 for 3 on the day with 2 rocket shots, steps in there, and she is going to get that one down the first base line, and DeClark scored before the ball even almost hit the ground. So the RBI single, 3 out of 4 on the day for Callie Beard. And I don't know, line drive, pop fly, foul ball, I don't know what to call it. We'll call it a line drive. Single to right field. And DeClark scores easily. RBI for Beard. And the pitch to Price is high for ball 1. Bentley Price has had a decent day at the plate. She has doubled and singled and struck out between those two. Couple of line drives in the game for her. And that one's a high foul ball out of play. That was a really good at-bat for Taylor DeClark to foul off all those pitches in a row and then come back with that single right up the middle to score the run, get herself to second. Oh, they'll sit high. So 2 balls and a strike. I couldn't tell if he said strike or high, but he held up 2 balls. 2 fingers on the left side, which indicates a ball. So here we go. 2-1, 3-1.
Price, another one that's really good at working the count.
Yeah, that's the second time we've been able to make that comment in the game today. She does work the count well. McKinley Humphreys will come up next. Called strike, inside corner, just got the corner. Price thought she had herself a walk, but she'll take it. She had a pitch to give. Now full count again for about the 3rd time in the inning. And Price hits a ground ball to, it's 2 second in time for the out. So the fielder's choice erases Beard. So the fielder's choice, Downs makes the decision to go to second and get the out. So now 2 out and a runner at first. Price, pretty good base runner down there at first. Humphreys, the freshman catcher, takes high for ball 1. She is 1 out of 2 with a walk. She struck out and singled in the game already. 14-5 is your score. Bears up by 9. Humphreys fouls that one off. 1 more run would actually end it because we're past the 5th inning. So 10-run lead after 5 innings is a run rule. So a run right here would end the game, but there are 2 outs. So potential of a 7th inning is still out there. But Price is going to be at second as the wild pitch advances the runner. So now Humphreys is a base hit away from ending the game. With the 9-run lead and the runner in scoring position, 2 balls, 1 strike. 156 pitches thrown by Davis in the inning, in the game. Just missed inside. That was one that was a called strike, about 2 inches further over the plate, closer to the plate, and that's a strike. Instead, it goes as 3-1. That's almost the same pitch. See, there's that 2 inches, and that one's the called strike. He's been extremely consistent today on those balls and strikes. So now payoff pitch again, another 3-2 count. Humphreys, if that would have stayed fair, might have ended the game. Instead, it goes foul. It's into the other diamond. So we'll have another 3-2 pitch. We've had a lot of these, a lot of 3-2 counts. And that's going to be a foul ball into the Bear Lake dugout. Kick save over there by big sister. So Abby Humphreys, her little sister, is at the plate. Abby's sitting in the doorway of the dugout, and she's the one that kicked that ball as it came past. Here's another 3-2 pitch. And that is going to end the ball game as Price will score as that ball goes to the fence. Humphrey's going to have a triple, and she'll stand up at third base, but that will be the ball game. The hard ground ball triple scores Price from second. And the Bears run rule the Cardinals and are going to win it 15-5 after 6 2/3 innings. And a nice day for Humphreys, the fill-in freshman, getting some varsity playing time because Peyton Crockett was out of town for the spring break. Humphrey steps up, plays catcher, gets the walk-off RBI triple to end the game. Had a great day behind the plate overall. And the Bears send exactly 4 times through the lineup, exactly 36 batters to the plate. They score 15 runs. They allow 5. Soda didn't go way easily, but the Bears win by run rule in 6 innings by a final score of 15-5. Cambria Rombrell started the scoring for the Bears with a 2-run home run early. But everybody got involved in the player of the game. That's a tough one. Our Southeast Idaho Steel, let's talk about who are the sponsors for our Steel Man of the Game. Steel Player of the Game, Southeast Idaho Steel. They offer a wide range of products from personalized signs to laser-made crafts known for the metal works and custom signs. They'll engrave on metal or wood for you. Find them on Facebook. Southeast Idaho Steel.
And I'm telling you, we've had them do a couple of projects for us now. Plus, I bought some little wood-carved or wood-engraved crafts that they have made a few times. They do a great job.
We have one of their metal signs hanging on our house right now. And love it. It's a beautiful sign. And I don't know. Who?
I don't know.
Let's pull up the box score.
I really don't know how to do that.
So Ellie Romero was 3 out of 4 with 5 RBIs. That decides it right there. So a freshman in the leadoff spot in the order goes 3 out of 5. She has 5 RBIs on the day. She did strike out once, but she also pitched the final 2 innings.
Yeah.
So let's go with her.
I agree. She had a good game. They all did though.
She was 3 out of 4, and Beard was 3 out of 4. Romero had 5 RBIs. Beard had 2 RBIs. I think we got to.
Yeah.
Those were probably the 2 best at the plate today. Although there were some others that did pretty good, but those were the 2 best.
That Romrell home run too.
Cambria gets player of the game like every other game though. Bentley Price 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
She had a good day, and then McKinley Humphreys 2 out of 3 with a walk-off RBI.
And Lindsay Fisher pitched amazingly.
Lindsay pitched great.
Yeah.
But let's go with El Romero.
Yeah, I can go with that.
3 out of 4 with 5 RBIs, and she pitched a couple of good innings. So
yep.
El Romero, our still player of the game, but a good all-around game for the Bear Lake Bears. They actually had a great game. Win it 15-5. Their next scheduled game is Friday right here against Marsh Valley, but Mother Nature may have something to say about that. We hope we get the game in, but we'll let you know as the week goes on. Baseball team was in Soda as we were here.
We did. Yep.
As the umpire, Benny Carlson walks by. And of course, Benny, always good things.
Always good reports about Benny.
But the baseball team was in Soda as we were here, so we'll get a report on them for you for tomorrow morning sports report. They have a game scheduled at Marsh Valley on Wednesday, but looking at the weather, we're already looking to reschedule that. I'm going to get a hold of Marsh Valley and see what they think.
It's supposed to be snowing.
Yeah, and only about 40 degrees. That's not a game you want to play baseball in. So we'll see, but that's the next scheduled game. But we'll be back. Our next broadcast will be Friday from here for softball if weather permits, because Wednesday we're not able to make it if the game happens anyway. But there you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We love our sponsors, Burdick Memorial Healthcare. Brings you the scoreboard today and every day. And you say Phillips 66, our strikeout sponsor. Got to mention them quite a bit today. And we're going to wrap it up on this beautiful, cool afternoon as the Bears win it by a score of 15-5 over the Soda Springs Cardinals. Lisa does all of our producing here on these softball games, and the camera does its own work on the camera work. So thank you to everybody for watching and for listening, and for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network. This is
Lisa Hillier
and Jared Hillier saying good afternoon, everybody.